Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a spectacular day to dive into the absolute madness that Genoa City is serving us right now. Grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's get right into the thick of it, because things are spiraling out of control. I cannot believe they are doing this. I mean, seriously, are we actually about to witness the most unhinged villain team-up in the history of this show? Let's just jump right into the end of that preview because my jaw is still on the floor. Matt Clark and Patty Williams. Are you kidding me right now? I am losing my mind over here. We see Matt, fresh off whatever chaotic bender he's been on, strolling through the GCAC, taking a little walk through Chancellor Park, and finally waltzing into Crimson Lights like he owns the place. And who does he walk right past? Patty Williams. And she gives him this coy, little flirtatious smile, and he turns around and smiles right back. What is happening? I know some people are loving this, but personally, I am terrified. Do we not remember who these people are? Patty Williams is a walking disaster zone. This is the woman who literally poisoned Summer Newman years ago. She has a dark, violent, completely unhinged history. She just recently got caught in bed with Jack Abbott on a boat, completely blowing up his marriage to Diane Jenkins. Patty does not just cause drama. She causes absolute scorched earth destruction. And now you're telling me she is making googly eyes at Matt Clark? Matt Clark! Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. How is Matt even walking around Crimson Lights right now? Did we all just collectively hallucinate what went down in Las Vegas? I mean, I have been watching this show for years, and that Vegas storyline was one of the darkest things I've ever seen. Matt literally planted a tainted batch of drugs in a storage unit, knowing Nick Newman would take them. He watched Nick collapse and writhe in agony on a surveillance camera like it was a reality TV show. He held Sharon and Noah hostage. Noah literally punched him in the face, left him bleeding, and the police handcuffed him. So how on earth is this absolute psychopath out on the streets of Genoa City buying a latte and flirting with Patty? Did he post bail? Did he escape? The justice system in this town is an absolute joke, and I am so frustrated. But, okay, back to the point. If Matt and Patty team up, nobody is safe. Not the Newmans, not the Abbotts, nobody. They are both motivated by pure, chaotic vengeance. I am dreading what they are going to do next, but I also kind of can't look away. It's like a train wreck in slow motion. And speaking of train wrecks, can we talk about the Newman brothers for a second? Because I am so incredibly stressed out about Nick. The preview shows Adam confronting Nick at the ranch, and Adam is looking at him with this intense, worried expression, and he just flat out asks, "Are you using drugs again, Nick?" And Nick, of course, gets immediately defensive. He's got that classic Nick Newman scowl on his face, and he snaps back, telling Adam that if he wants to make accusations, he should just go ahead and do it. I'm sorry, but Nick is absolutely using again. You don't get that defensive unless you are hiding something. And honestly, can we blame him? The guy has been through absolute hell. Remember when they tried to play Nick off as the perfect moral compass of the family? Yeah, didn't work then either. Nick has always had these underlying demons, but Vegas pushed him right over the edge. He was using fentanyl to calm down and cocaine to hype himself up. He stole drugs from a storage locker and ended up taking a poison batch that Matt planted. He literally almost died on the floor of a rundown gas station while his ex-wife and son were chained up. That kind of trauma doesn't just wash off in the shower. Nick is spiraling, and he's trying to hide it behind this wall of arrogance. But Adam sees right through it. And let's just take a moment to appreciate Adam Newman right now. Am I the only one who thinks Adam is completely carrying this family on his back at the moment? I know he has his own dark history. We all know about his spider alter ego and the shady stuff he pulled with Riza in Vegas, which is currently blowing up his relationship with Chelsea. But when it comes to Nick, Adam has been the responsible one. He frantically unchained Sharon and Noah. He desperately tried to save Nick's life. And now he's the only one noticing that Nick is acting shady back home. Adam is genuinely terrified for his brother. He's not doing this to one-up Nick. He's doing it because he doesn't want to bury him. I am so here for this brotherly dynamic, even if it breaks my heart to see Nick in this state. But you know who else is breaking my heart and raising my blood pressure at the same time? Phyllis Summers. Oh my God, Phyllis. I am typing this furiously because I am so fired up about her storyline. So we see Phyllis meeting with Michael Baldwin at the Genoa City Athletic Club. Michael, bless his heart, is just not trying to be a good lawyer and a good friend. He's sitting there, probably exhausted, hoping that Phyllis is finally going to wave the white flag. He asks her point blank if she is going to give up Newman Enterprises, well, Summers' conglomerate, to avoid the massive legal fallout that's coming her way. He wants her to take Victor's deal so she doesn't end up in a prison cell. And what does Phyllis do? She looks him dead in the eye and says, "No, I have a better plan. Yes, Phyllis." I literally screamed at my screen. This is the Phyllis Summers I have loved for years. She does not back down. She does not cower. Even when she is backed into a corner with absolutely no way out, she comes out swinging. Let's review the absolute garbage that Victor Newman is pulling right now. Victor and Victoria literally ambushed Phyllis with a folder full of fake AI-generated emails to frame her. They are blackmailing her with completely fabricated evidence, threatening to hand it over to the new district attorney. And who is the new DA? Christine Blair, the bug. Christine already hates Phyllis with the fire of 1,000 suns. Their rivalry is legendary. If Christine gets her hands on those emails, real or fake, she will throw the book at Phyllis and laugh while she does it. Michael warned Phyllis that even Kane and Billy might be subpoenaed to testify against her because of all the bad blood there. The deck is entirely stacked against her. But Phyllis is not going to just hand over her company. She fought tooth and nail to build Summers' conglomerate. She is not going to let Victor and his smug daughter Victoria steal it from her using a cheap AI trick. I mean, how low can Victor go? He's currently helping Diane sabotage Jack. He's ignoring the fact that his sons were fighting for their lives in Vegas, and he's using artificial intelligence to frame a woman for corporate crimes. Victor is out of control, and somebody needs to put him in his place. I am so incredibly anxious to see what Phyllis's better plan is. Is she going to counter blackmail Victor? Is she going to expose the AI software? Is she going to team up with someone completely unexpected? Whatever it is, I am here for it. I know some people think Phyllis brings this on herself, but in this specific situation, she is the victim of a massive, illegal setup. I want to see her burn Victor's plan to the ground. When you look at the big picture of Genoa City right now, it is just a powder keg waiting to explode. You've got Nick secretly battling a brutal drug addiction while Adam tries to save him from himself. You've got Phyllis plotting a massive revenge scheme against the most powerful man in town while facing the threat of prison. And lurking in the background, you have Matt Clark and Patty Williams smiling at each other over coffee like they aren't the two most dangerous psychopaths to ever walk these streets. I am exhausted, I am stressed, but I am so incredibly invested. The writers are really pushing these characters to their absolute limits, and as a longtime fan, this is exactly the kind of high-stakes drama I want to see. But seriously, someone needs to check on Nick, someone needs to give Phyllis a medal, and someone needs to call the police on Matt and Patty before they blow up the entire town. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting about the Matt and Patty thing, or are we about to witness the apocalypse? Let me know, because I need to vent about this with people who actually get it.